It is my pleasure to now reintroduce you to Alexa Whipple, who is the program manager for the Methow Beaver project. Can you please tell us more about the Methow Beaver project and your mission?
I can. Thank you so much for that introduction, Raina. Like Jamie's Place, beavers are very family focused too and prioritize care for their loved ones throughout their lives. It's one of the things that it makes it so easy to connect with beavers and their life on the landscape, very much like our own. So Methow Beaver Project's mission is to promote and demonstrate the benefits of living and working with beavers, native beavers, as partners for restoring streams, restoring life-giving wetlands, and supporting the essential biodiversity on our landscape, while fostering community education and stewardship to improve the health and resilience of the Methow and Okanagan River watersheds, especially in the face of climate change, where we're seeing that more than ever. We need to be doing things to become a more resilient community in the face of climate change.
Yeah, it was really interesting to learn more about it as I was, looking at your website and reading about the work of the Methow Beaver Project. Who knew those industrious little beavers were so critical to our watershed? So thank you for that. So, what is going on right now in our community that makes the Methow Beaver Project so critical right now?
Beavers were nearly extirpated from our landscapes nearly 150 to 200 years ago. And in that time, settlers moved in and started working this landscape to all the good uses and some of the challenges that now exist because of that work on the landscape. But we're facing even a bigger challenge in our watershed from climate change than we've ever faced before. So in facing those dramatic changes from climate in our dry Eastern Washington climate, including increases in wildfire and drought, and even flooding after wildfire, we can look to native beavers as a solution to keep our water around longer. Not only do they create wetlands and support biodiversity, but they actually just slow water down. The water that is coming out of the mountains from snowfall and going right down the Methow and the Okanagan rivers into the Columbia, beavers just slow it down, keep it around longer, put more water on the surface of the landscape, which actually supports a lot more life and makes a more resilient landscape. So beavers can be a big part of the solution to climate challenges. And our organization's goal is to help people better understand the benefits of beavers in our watershed, help provide support to people to better live with beavers on their landscape so beavers can disperse and spread out throughout our watershed better, but also to actually restore some of our streams that were incredibly impacted by wildfires and big debris flows, basically soil and wood rolling off the burned landscape that really scoured a lot of our streams down to bedrock. Beavers can't even get in there to do their work after that. So part of our work is restoring those streams with structure and then helping beavers get back into those streams. So it's really, water is life, and beavers are a really natural process, native species to help keep that life-giving water around longer and help our watershed and our community become more resilient to the climate disturbances that we're already facing sooner than a lot of us probably thought we would. So we can't prevent the wildfire and the flooding anymore, but we can prepare for it and recover from it, especially when we enlist in partnerships with native species like the ecosystem engineer beaver. It's really the smartest thing in fur pants anywhere around. So
I
please,
love it. Oh,
please support the Methow Beaver Project and the Methow Valley community in partnering with beavers and Give Methow to build resilience to climate challenges in our community, and looking to Jamie's Place to help us support our community throughout their lives.